think. Hey, James, can you raise your hand if you can hear us? Or say something? Hear us? Should be able to hear us. Okay, got it. Raise hand. Good, he can hear us. Okay, we're ready.
It is 7 o'clock on September 9th, 2025. As presiding officer, I hereby call the regular RFPD Board of Directors meeting to order. Please note this meeting is being recorded. Public comments will be accepted during the public comment sections of the agenda. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Come on over here.
I named it.
Additions to the agenda.
Be certain definitely.
Can we get approval of the agenda? Motion?
So moved.
Oh, yeah, make a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda.
Steve Weller, how do you vote?
Yes.
Amy Barton? James George votes aye. Members present. James George.
Steve Weller.
Greg Brody, Fire Chief.
Staff present, just sign in with the sign-in sheet. Mickey, you're the only non-staff here, so you can sign in the sign-in sheet. Approval of the minutes of the previous regular board meeting.
I will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of 8/12/2025 of the regular meeting.
Steve, how do you vote?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
James says aye. Motion carries. Newsletter.
The next article will be in the issue, October issue of The Voice. That's all I have for the newsletter.
Correspondence.
The only correspondence we have, the card disappeared as of this morning, but a lovely card was delivered here for Chief Brody, Lieutenant Abney, and Trish with Metro West flowers and a card thanking them for their service at patient's home last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago.
All right. Treasurer report. Next to be signed. Is there a motion to pay the bills?
Second that motion.
Steve, how do you vote?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
James votes yes.
You'll see on the treasurer's report that I highlighted the one check you'll be signing tonight. It is for our health insurance. The other ones have already been signed and issued by myself and Chief Brody. If anyone has questions, I have all of the invoices for them. One check to be signed.
Do you guys mind if we move to the chief's report while we sign the check?
Go ahead.
Okay. Very cool. This is gonna be a short meeting, folks, so this is good. All right, let's talk about August. Total calls for service in August was 72. Our 2025 year to date is 419. And last year on the same time was 425. So we are about the same where we have been. Fortunately, no major equipment with the issue, no major issues with our equipment. We just had something pop up over the weekend. It was not a big deal, but we got taken care of. And then also we got a bill from a vendor from a repair made in 2023 that they just found the bill for, and we had not been paid, so we paid that as well. Interesting calls. We had another house fire. We had this on First Street, August 21st. Actually, I'm thinking of the one on the Halem Street. That was the one Brandy was on. Sorry, on the third. Yeah. Lieutenant Abney was the first in on that. Very good stop, good work. We had good assistance from Miss Birkenfeld Fire on that. We had a significant gas leak from a punctured gas line way up on Noakes Road on August 18th. We had a fully involved vehicle fire along the ways. That number says 3 people in the area over the month were life-flighted from the area, not all at once. That was over several different calls, but since then that number is now 5. So we have very sick people around here. And then I thought it was very interesting. It's just last weekend, we had 2 simultaneous calls going on at the same time where we were able to provide assistance out of district. One was we sent a water tender to Clatsop County, and then one we sent our heavy brush rig with the crew to Fire and Rainier. Same time we kept our station staffed. So that's pretty awesome. Training, we've done water rescue, we've done sports injuries. We spent an afternoon walking through the Loic building, some vehicle extrication, cardiac arrest, all good training stuff. 171 hours of training last month. Upcoming training, we're doing some more officer training, initial attack, ropes and knots, and EMS, just your standard stuff. On the administrative side, several volunteers donate time to stand by the station and pull shift. Again, that's defined as volunteer here on duty in uniform and ready to respond. Includes time put in by Company Chief Meyer. Total this month was 145.5. That is down because it's summertime, people on vacation and other things. I expect that to get that number higher as the weather turns worse. But very much appreciated by our volunteers to come down here and just hang out. Our summer staffing grant's going well. We've had 2 people resign due to conflicting full-time job issues. And right now we have our budget. Looks like this program will be in place until October 12th. And we expect most, if not all, of our funds expended. We're trying to leave a little buffer just in case something stupid happens, but October 12th should be our last day. So we got another month of stuff. We're still working to get our audit ready for this last pretty honest budget audit. Just about we're working on that. We're almost done. They're ready to present that. Something that's kind of cool is October 16th, we're going to be hosting a woman who is an assistant chief of the McMinnville Fire District. She's also the past president of an organization called Women in Fire. It is an organization dedicated towards the issues that female firefighters face. And I think this is a great representation organization where if you walk in this building more often than not, you're going to see more women than men. And I'm not going to say she goes around to champion their causes, but I think she's wanted to talk about these things that particularly of women firefighters that they face. A great example might be just in the past several years, turnout manufacturers understood it's time to start making turnouts for women. And, they have different body shapes and things like that. And those are the kind of things that these organizations champion for, they push for. So I contacted Amy and I invited her up here, and we've invited this to outside agencies. So we could have a fairly decent turnout here in this room on October 16th. 2 of our full-time volunteers, well, 2 of our regular volunteers have resigned due to work conflicts. Lieutenant Abney and Tannery are helping to instruct at our Portland Metro Fire Camp for Girls. That's next month, Charlotte?
The last weekend of September.
Last week. Okay. And so that is a camp where they get probably 30, 40, 50, 60 young ladies from high school ages to go in there and kind of give them an experience what it's like working in fire agency, where they get to climb the ladders and rappel out buildings and tear apart cars and all that kind of stuff. So we're fortunate to send 2 of our people to assist with that. Yeah, it's really cool. October 4th, we're having a Red Cross blood drive. We're going to have Red Cross here for a blood drive in this building. On September 11th, we're going to do our annual walk through the town. That's this Thursday. It starts at 6:30. I will not be participating. I have a conflict. I will be out of town, but that walk will take place. And finally, Andy, if you could turn your camera on and maybe your microphone as well. Hopefully he'll be able to. so we can see your face. And if he doesn't, I'm just going to talk about him because I know he's listening. But anyway, I wanted to talk. I made start of this last board meeting, and that's where I kind of spent time highlighting all more volunteers. And I am just over the top thrilled with our volunteer organization right here. I think that since I've become part of this organization, the things I've been hearing is that the quality of volunteers has improved. I'm not out there, turning people down, but I think what we're seeing is more people just applying that are just more interested, more focused, and have a more understanding of what this is about, is dedication and working towards the betterment in the community. And so we're fortunate enough to have several volunteers. Right now we have 3 what we call out-of-district volunteers that don't live in our district but devote time. One of them is in our room. That's Christopher right here. He lives in Westport. When I was the fire chief there, he came to me and we brought him up into the fire service right there. And then when I left Westport and came here, he called me up and said, "Hey, I'd like to still work with you." So he's on the 2 of our other guys. One of them is Andy Bozer. The other one,
He said his mic's not working.
oh, Mike's not working. Well,
And he can't,
And he-
we can't see.
Yeah, we can't.
all right. Well, Andy, that's fine.
Like,
I'm talking about you, so that's how it goes. Andy lives in Columbia River Fire and Rescue's district, as with another volunteer named Nick. But Andy has a guy that's been here probably just about a year's time too, maybe just a tad bit longer, and an incredible guy that when he shows up here, he's like, "What can I do?" And he's the first one to grab a broom. He's the first one to get out there and start checking the rigs. He's the first one to get out there and start sweeping and mopping and cleaning the toilets and doing stuff that he's not getting paid to do. He's just here because he wants to get the training and experience. And the guy has probably the best attitude of every human being I've ever met on this planet. He's just always smiling. He's the type of guy that just naturally attracts people to his personality. And he's just an absolute joy. And whenever he's around here, I feel very comfortable that we've got a guy working here that kind of solidifies my goal of only putting out to the public the very best that we can offer. And he's definitely one of those guys. So Andy, I'm never gonna say it in front of your face, but thank you for all you do. You're appreciated. So I'm gonna continue recognizing our volunteers on an individual basis throughout the time that you'll have to deal with me. But as far as my chief's report, that is it.
Thanks, chief. Moving on to old business, board policies.
So we don't have any policies to present to you. It's summertime and I honestly just don't have time. The request is made early on that we get you guys a copy of the policies that we currently do have in place. And I went just today, got this is falling apart, got these all printed up. I had 6 copies made up, $132. I spent taxpayer money. They're all made up. The only issue is I just picked them up today. I have not put in here yet the policies that we put in the place the past year. So I want to get those done before I get them to you. Again, these are policies that have been around for a long time, and Steve's name is all over these things. Here's
Bad news.
yeah. Here's Steve. This one was adopted in 2003 as President Board Director Steve Weller, 2003. These are not, we don't have digital copies of these folks. These are all there might have been digital copies one time, they're long gone. And so one of these days when we have the ability and time, what I would like to consider the district doing, this down the road, this is months, years, whatever, is to hire somebody to retype all these in a digital format so we can do that. So we just have them digitally stored forever. But it's going to take somebody who's got much better typing skills than anybody in this building to be able to retype these up in that. But they're here. I will get the new policies in them, and you will definitely have them ready to go by next quarter. Sorry, that's it.
I still have one of those manuals.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Strategic plan.
Tabled until fall. So it's all
Table
just
that.
we'll talk about that next quarter.
New business, resolution 25-5, replacing resolution 2025-4 due to wrong budget year listed on document.
Yeah, I own this one. I didn't catch it. None of us caught it, but I'm the boss and the buck stops here. The budget concerns that were brought to us by the state, we're addressing the 2023-2024 budget, not the 2024-25 budget. So, when we submitted the resolution from last board meeting, when I submitted to them, they called me up a day or two later and said, you got the wrong dates on here. And I said, oh, okay. And they said, if it's just been in one place, we probably could accept it, but 3 different places on the document, all looking at the wrong years. And I said, so is it okay for just me to hold the old one and make a new one with the correct date? She said, absolutely. Everything else, the wording was all fine, met their requirements. So I just need the board to approve this resolution, which takes away the old one and makes this one our current resolution.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2025-5, replacing 2025-4.
Any discussion on it? Steve, how do you vote?
Yes.
Amy? I vote yes. Motion carried. Audience participation.
I got something to tell you. I'll leave I'm talking. You'll like it.
Not on the agenda open to public, board and staff participation.
Just for a matter of the record, I took the test for the wonderful Ethics Commission. And for whatever reason, I have still not received my certificate of completion.
It takes some time.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them.
I think I got mine and I was in person. I think it was like 2 months. They'll send you an email confirming that they got
Check your spam folder.
Yeah, I will look at that. Sid check that out, so I will.
No, what's next?
So I have one, chief, and we found out about what Chief Hansen asked about if we called legal about the association.
Yes, and legal's 100% fine with it. 100% fine, yeah, I actually thought I mentioned that to everybody. Yeah, I have a note from the lawyer saying there's no concern, it's not a labor organization. Anybody that can change the name. In fact, they're very close, probably by the end of the year, they're gonna merge the Vernonia Volunteer Ambulance Association and the Firefighters Association. Vernonia, they're gonna merge the 501c3 and have their own board. Which I'm not the historian here, but it sounds to me like it's been a long time coming. It needs to happen. It'll give a good, louder voice and, oversight. But yeah, the attorney. Sure.
Yeah,
Everything anyway.
Yeah.
it's been separate for so long. Back in the day, we had to have our identity and we had to have our identity. And it was tried very different times to approach that issue. I know over the years to bring it together as one. So I'm glad to see it come.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna change the name to Vernonia Emergency Services Association or something like that.
That's good.
Anybody else? On agenda suggestions for future board meetings.
I saw something that I think we've already made an approach to, and that's in regards to the levy issue for next year. I think we need to get a workshop going and get that on the table. I think it's going to be a good time to strike with information to the public. I think there's a lot of change in attitude and a lot of people start looking towards what can we do to support this organization, make it function better, and also give us more services as citizens in the community. So I would like to see that.
So we are going to, that's on the plan. I had a discussion with Lieutenant Carr about that just yesterday. What we're going to do is we're going to bring you a baseline data, just what this looks like on a big global 30,000 view and that, and then, obviously answer any questions you might have. I'm not gonna get down to specifics, saying we're gonna buy, 4 ladders and 8, whatever it is, but just in general, what kind of funds we'd like to, where we'd like to get to, what kind of funds that'll generate, what we're gonna do with those funds in general. And we're gonna bring that to you next meeting.
Okay.
And talk about that, because if you guys give us the green light on that, there's gonna be a lot of work involved for us. At the staff level, and hopefully, we'd have some discussions at the board level about you guys also talking with people in the community about this sort of thing. But we'll have, hopefully have lots of information, have any answers for you, that's coming up. And again, I just want to reiterate that this level that I'm gonna propose is gonna bring us in line with 3 other fire districts in the county.
I think that's an acceptable number myself. I really do.
Yeah, just. I don't want you rushing to try and make a deadline. Like, we need to get it out there
No,
and have ample questions being raised, town halls, things
I'm
of that
gonna
nature.
be looking at you guys. I know, and just in talking with people in the past and speaking with former fire chiefs and people who work here, what kind of, how they delivered their message and what format, where they went, who they talked to. And I'm gonna be looking at you guys saying, hey, you need to get down and go to the 4-H club, or whatever it may be, the garden club. And I'll need, because that, you guys have those kind of contacts, you're longtime residents, you guys know a lot of people. And if you know about an association or a meeting or something like that, where I could get in there and talk to people, I'm gonna do it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it.
And we're looking for the May, right?
May.
Right, okay.
May of next year, correct?
They're only, I'll tell you this, the one conflict I'm hearing, we just had a meeting about this today, the one, not our conflict, but there's going to be, one thing is that Columbia County 911 is gonna try again to pass their 29 cent per thousand levy, operating levy. So we'll be up against them, which I fully support the 911 levy on a personal level. And I believe that their board of directors is gonna ask other public safety agencies to support their levy as well. Which means that we are going to be, if we do this, we're gonna be going out for levy and we're gonna be supporting another levy by a formal resolution. So the people in the city are gonna be like, well, you're hitting us up for this, and you're saying we also pay for this. We gotta be prepared to answer those questions as well.
Well, like I said, I just believe it's gonna be a good year when you see what's happened throughout our state with wildland interface stuff we've been going on. The different agencies supporting each other and the ability to receive those support people for our own areas should something like that happen. People look at those things, they watch the media and they hear the people comment. And I don't know if any of you tapped in, but I watched their public meeting they had down there for the flat fire that was held at the Sisters High
I
School.
was there.
And I'm telling you what, that was one of the most impressive meetings I had listened to in a long time. And man, the standing ovations that were done by the community there for the firefighters and staff that was there, that's pretty impressive. And not always is that the case. Sometimes it was, how come you didn't save my house? Or how come not? That was not the case at that meeting. Oh, there was nothing but praise and good regard for the efforts that the firefighters had done.
That's a $10 million home.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, just even be able to send two mutual aids and still protect our district is huge.
Yeah.
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 And I want to make sure you guys, and if I'm going to reaffirm something that should be obvious, but I just want to publicly say it, is that my priority, of course, is always going to be this fire district, and I'm never going to send our people out and just leave this place unprotected for an extended period of time. For example, Lieutenant Kendrick and Charlotte and Mr. Burr on duty right now, and if we got a request to send an engine somewhere because Banks is burning down, before I say go, I'm gonna get on our little app and I'm gonna call everybody and say, who can come in right now? And as long as I know I got people coming in the backfill, I will send them, but I'm not going to send these people out of town. I'm sorry. I want to go protect Banks because they were up here today helping us out, but I'm gonna protect our people first.
Yeah, I agree with 100%. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a campaign that's gonna, for me personally, be fun.
That's right.
I'm good with the order.
Belated happy birthday to you.
Well, it's actually, so here's the thing. I got bamboozled by my staff.
Oh, it's actually
It-
Thursday?
It's actually Thursday, yes.
Oh.
My birthday is on 9/11 and I don't like to celebrate on it. They tricked me and they pulled a caper on me and, I got taken out of the area for 15 minutes. I came back and this room's been transformed into some giant alligator factory with cake and so my deepest appreciation to Charlotte Bell coordinated this thing and, it was very kind and, I got a little choked up, I admit it, but, I can't tell you folks, one thing I don't think I've ever told any of you guys, and you guys will do, but, one of the biggest reasons why I left my old job is lack of appreciation. My volunteers express appreciation, but I didn't get appreciation from anybody else. I feel appreciated here. And I don't want to be someplace where I don't feel appreciated. And so it's nice to feel that and appreciate that. So yes.
Well, in our conversations, I've told him, I'll be a person to ask the hard questions. Some of you know that. I've been in places where I've asked hard questions and it's not necessarily to be picking, but it's to help improve,
Absolutely.
make it work more streamlined and to make the process be a better one for the community.
That's what I want. That's what I want to do.
So I should ask this question, but I can't legally, so I can't.
You can ask after.
Just hold up fingers.
That's it.
Else? Right, and I get a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Steve, how do you vote?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
I vote yes, motion carries. Next meeting is Tuesday, October 14th at 2025. October 14th, 2025 at 7 PM, regular board meeting. It is 7:26. I call this meeting. I only missed